Across Yorkshire's moors and dales, the world's most famous vet set the benchmark for animal care. And James Herriot's legacy lives on. His former trainee, Peter Wright, has been a Yorkshire vet for over 40 years.
James Herriot used to take me out feeding cows. We used to get finished and pop in and have a cup of tea. Lovely.
Peter's old partner, Julian Norton,
Are you all right with your big ears and your big attitude?
now runs 2 practices.
I get my wellies on and then we'll jump to action.
One of them in the North Yorkshire town where Herriot lived and worked,
There we go. I'm gonna have some fun.
and in the foothills of the Pennines,
Give it a welly, that's it.
a new generation of town and country vets
Catch, Dave.
also uphold the Herriot ethos.
You get some of that, lad. What a champion, eh? Come on, vets.
The teams are united
It's brilliant, isn't it? It is.
and driven by one common goal:
Oh, it's massive.
to help animals of all shapes,
Why are we so bad at catching monkeys?
sizes,
Blimey.
They are the smallest testicles I've ever removed from a pony.
types,
Oh, fuck.
and temperaments.
Yeah.
It's definitely not glamorous,
It's a bit grim.
but it's varied.
Hello?
Game of football after dinner.
It's rarely easy,
Piggly, come on.
but they continue the Herriot tradition,
They're bonny, these Leicester lambs, aren't they?
treating all creatures great
We've got pals. You all right, Cliff?
and small.
Oh.
In winter's chill or summer's heat, farmers work so the world can eat. As another saying goes, these custodians of the countryside farm as if they'll live forever, while living as if they'll die tonight. And although living life to the full might be the way for many teenagers, near Huddersfield, Matt's heading to help a 16-year-old who's very much focused on the farming.
I've had an urgent call off a young lad called Jack. He's a young farmer and he's got a lambing that he's struggling with. She's been lambing for about an hour now and there's something not just right, so I'm here to take a look at it.
Jack studies agriculture, but this could be his biggest lesson yet with his small flock.
You all right, Jack?
Hi, Matt.
So, this is our patient.
Yeah,
Should we get a cart?
let's have it.
All right, then. We'll just have her in this corner. Come on, missus. You're covering full back in left. Got her. Right.
Well, I've put my hand in to have a feel, but it looks like the uterus is kind of coming out with it, but I'm not really sure.
Right, then. Relax, relax. Let's see what's going on here. Good girl. Come on. She's not prolapsing as such.
Right.
She's just, she reminds you like a ring that's just constricted. Yeah, she's really quite tight in it.
Yeah.
So that cervix is just not opened up.
Right.
So we've got a case of ringworm here where the cervix hasn't fully opened up and it's like it's described, it's like a ring like this and you're just trying to pretty much push a balloon out through a bottleneck. I'm just going to slowly work the cervix open.
Are you just
and
trying to
that
make it
should-
wider then?
Yeah, and it's just going in and just slowly opening everything up. But again, it's like whether the lambs are alive or not, unfortunately. It's a tricky one to tell. Come on, missus. Just give me a little bit more room. Yeah, it's just a lot of tissue that's just stuck up there. This thing is just suffocated. I don't think they're alive, I'm afraid, Jack.
No.
In Kirby Moorside, Claudia has come to the practice worried about her 13-year-old lab, Lexi.
So Lexi, I've had her since pup. My brother got me for my birthday, and she's getting to that age now where I'm getting really concerned about how much longer I've got with her. She has a problem with her eye. I noticed a little while ago it was starting to go slightly filmy. Peter had a look, but did tell me to keep an eye on it in case there was any bulging, any problems with it. We've known Peter for a really long time. We've got horses, and Peter actually always used to do our vet inspection. One of the most wonderful men, and absolutely brilliant with the animals. So yeah, he's been part of our little fur family for a very long time.
Claudia,
Hello.
you want to come through?
Yes.
Right, and what's happening with Lexi?
This eye.
Oh, yes. I've seen that in the past, haven't I?
Yes.
And it's not been healthy for some time, has it,
No.
really? But it's suddenly got worse?
Yes. Yeah, just,
Right,
as you can
Lex.
see, gone very, very pink. And very swollen.
Swollen.
Yeah, very swollen.
Oh, Lexi. That'll be quite painful.
And she's just walking into a lot of things.
Is she?
Yeah, and I don't know whether it's making her more disorientated.
It probably will.
Yeah.
You aren't aware of how painful they are
No.
because, especially labs, just get on with it.
They do.
Going to have a look at this eye now, the internal structures, and just see what we're doing. Out with Lex, eh? Poor old Lexi. The lens is grossly abnormal, and what we're seeing there is an eye that's bulging. The pressure's built up, a condition called glaucoma. It's damaged the internal structures, and that eye is pretty useless to her, really. Whatever we give her medically, it's not going to make any difference.
No.
And sadly, it's causing a lot of pain. So the only thing we can do is take it out. So you want to stay with me, Lex?
Yeah.
You want to stay with me?
Good
We'll look
girl.
after you. Make
Okay.
you better.
Good girl.
Right.
You're all right. You're all right. Go on.
Give us a ring about 2 o'clock time.
Yeah.
All right.
Fab, thank
Come
you.
on,
Go
Lex.
on.
Come on, Lexi.
Go on.
Come on. Come on, you'll be all right with a nasty man. Come on, then. Come on. Oh, Lex.
Go on.
That's it. All right,
See you later.
Claudia. Lex is a lovely temperament. I've known her a long time. And where she is now, she's not used to being in places like this. So we've just got to give her a bit of comfort and tell her everything's all right. And then she'll be fine. Won't you, Lex? Then you'll be fine.
Lexi's the most loving, loyal little thing. She's my shadow. She doesn't leave my side. I don't even have to look behind me to know she's right there. I know she's in the best hands that I could possibly want.
Right, Lexi. Let's get this naughty eye sorted out. Glasses on. With any operation, there's always a risk that things can go wrong, so Hannah's watching her very carefully. She looks very stable.
She is.
Lovely.
Coming up,
This is proving to be really quite tricky.
Matt fears young Jack will have to deal with bad news.
Sometimes it can really hit and miss whether lambs are alive or not, because when you've got a ringworm, there's always something gone wrong.
And can Julian do anything for a little parrot in pain?
Looks like it's broken and totally useless.
Yes, which is horrific, and it's horrible watching her struggle.
Near Huddersfield, Matt's helping young farmer Jack Fishpool,
This is proving to be really quite tricky.
battling to deliver his ewes stuck lambs.
So we've got a case of ringworm here where the cervix hasn't fully opened up. I'm just trying to open up that cervix to give these lambs space to come out. And I've got to work pretty quick. But sometimes this can really hit and miss whether lambs are alive or not, because when you've got a ringworm, there's always something gone wrong. Come on. I'm just trying to open up that membrane as best I can. Good girl, good girl. There we go, got the head. Oh. Go. Come on, have you got her there, Jack?
Yeah. Go on.
No, dead, I'm afraid, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a second in here. That's pretty smelly. Ooh, I think they're both dead, I'm afraid. I think what's happened is they've likely died.
Right.
And she's just started to shut down around her womb. Oh, it's alive! Crikey, did not expect that. Hey, come on, you. Come on, come on. Hey. There's no way you're gonna die on me now, little chief. Hey. I've got a bit of grass here, that might just do. Oh, sneeze. Well done. Breathe in. Come on, there we go. Just in the nick of time. Blooming hell, miracle lamb, this one.
I wasn't expecting that at all. Yeah.
All right, Chief. What's this? It's yours. Hey, that's it. That'll keep you occupied. Well done. I'm just checking over Mum for any rips and tears, make sure everything's intact, make sure that there's nothing untoward going on there.
Right.
There's no tears anywhere on the inside. With everything being a bit loose, I was quite worried she might prolapse out, so I've just stitched her together just to make sure we don't have any more problems, because that's the last thing that she needs right now. Oh, no, good girl, doing well, doing well. What a fantastic surprise to get a live lamb out of that. When you think that, you know, you've got dead lambs, but I thought if I can at least save Mum. 3, 2, 1. And then when that second one came out alive, I was absolutely flabbergasted. Yep. To have a surprise like that, it really makes everything worth it. Right then, there you go.
We'll keep a close eye on them, and if the lamb needs topping up with any colostrum or milk, we'll have to give it that if it needs that extra boost.
It's great to see a young lad like Jack getting stuck in there. He clearly loves his sheep, and it's something which he made the exact call today, calling us in the nick of time.
Thanks for your help, Matt.
No worries. See you soon.
See you.
All right. Lambing's often a freezing cold experience, so when you've got the sun beating down on you like this and a view across Yorkshire, a live lamb, a live mum, there's really nothing better.
In Kirby Moorside,
Could I have a little number 3 catgut, please, Hannah?
Peter's about to begin surgery on 13-year-old lab Lexi with nurse Hannah.
The lens there you can see is very, very unhealthy, and that eye is functionless. So we're going to remove this now and get rid of the source of Lexi's pain.
Heart rate is steady still.
Yeah.
Lexi is a dog Peter knows well.
Last time I had Lexi on an operating table was many years ago when she couldn't give birth naturally and we had to carry out a caesarean section, and she delivered 6 beautiful puppies. I've seen lots of dogs where I've brought them into the world, and sadly I've seen them die of old age as well. It's a circle of life. It does start to make you think about your own vulnerability and your own ageing process. But you know, Lexi's still here and I'm still here. So we're now working our way into the muscles around the eye now. That's the biggie. And these are special clamps that we've got. I'm just going to go ahead now and see if we can remove that now.
Just turned her up a bit, she's getting a little panty.
Yeah. There's a little bit of pressure on the optic nerve there as well.
Yeah.
There's the eye. with its muscles around it. Yeah, that's all settled down very nicely now. Everything's stopped. Lovely. Last stitch.
Okay.
All done. That'll be better, Lexi. When that's healed up, you'll be very glad we've got rid of that nasty pain.
Perfect, thank you.
Has she had any antibiotics? Can we give her some?
We can give her some.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're all right, Lexi. She's came around quite nicely.
I'm very pleased with how that's gone with Lexi. She's sitting up now, she's looking very bright. And just looking at her face, and this may be wishful thinking, but I think she looks more comfortable already. That's it, Lex. That's better. Much better.
With all the stresses that come with being a Yorkshire vet, finding time to unwind is vital.
Come on, good girl.
And for Julian, that often involves his own trusty four-legged friend, Emmy.
Every day I'm somewhere with Emmy, whether it's walking her first thing on the morning or if there is such thing as a lunch break, we come here and stretch our legs and run around in the field. Ready? It's a real easy way to relax, even though I'm surrounded by dogs most of the day. When it's your own and it's, you know, a bit of fun in the grass, it's brilliant on a sunny day like today. Good girl.
Over at the animal hospital in Huddersfield, Nurse Jade thinks she's found the ideal terrier companion for her parents.
Hello.
And she wants Shona to give him the once-over.
Who's this? This is Mum and Dad's new puppy. We're not sure on a name yet. I like Ernie.
Oh, I like Ernie.
I like Ernie. My dad likes Buell because he's into his American motorbikes.
Oh, I like Ernie.
Yeah, I'm going to persuade him.
Ernie's a good little terrier name, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's brilliant.
So we've been looking for a border terrier for about 2 years now. My mum and dad had one and they lost him about 4 years ago. And the house just hasn't been the same since he went.
He's got nice markings.
Lovely.
Look at him.
I just wanted you to check him though, because I noticed he only had one descended testicle.
OK. Let's have a good feel of you, Ernie.
Good boy.
I think there's two there.
Yeah,
there is
perfect.
two there.
Oh, good.
That's good. That makes life easier
Yeah,
for
you've
him.
got both his testicles.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, we like to help out our friends and definitely our nurses where we can. So I think Ernie's brilliant. I really like border terriers. He's a little character. He's very gentle for a terrier.
Yeah, isn't it?
Well, I am sure he's going to have a fantastic time at his new home with your mum and dad in Scotland. Weren't you, little Ernie? The more we call him
Little
Ernie,
Ernie.
the
Yeah.
less they can be called
Yeah.
Buell.
Yeah. Ernie.
He totally likes being called Ernie.
While Ernie is headed for a lovely life up in Scotland, sadly for Emmy,
I need to go back to work.
playtime is over for now.
Got some poodle dogs to treat now, not just playful ones. Come on. Good girl.
Nearly.
Okay, one more, last time.
Back at Julian's practice in Thirsk, it isn't just poorly dogs. There are all kinds of patients. Tricia and her daughter Anna are waiting with a feathered friend from their large aviary.
At the moment, we have 14 parrots and 10 pigeons. The pigeons, they were all rescues, most of them being ex-racers, and the parrots are all taken from, you know, small cages and given a massive space so they can fly and be free.
It's all right, darling.
But for one of the little parrots, Mango the parakeet, this life of luxury has been rudely interrupted.
Unfortunately, while she was sat on her eggs, one of our other parrots decided that it would be fun to investigate, and it has bitten the leg pretty hard, and we think it's potentially broken. I'm quite nervous because, you know, like, there's I just want her to be happy. I'm really hoping that she has the willpower to actually want to continue.
Hi, Trish.
Hiya.
You all right?
Yeah.
Who's this then?
We've got Mango.
The poor little parakeet has been having a bad time for a while.
She's got some eggs in there.
She has. Mango has defended her eggs. She's a single parent. Her partner has decided that he would rather spend time with the cockatiel.
Oh, dear.
And left her to it.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so those eggs are blank. So she's very, very maternal and just wanted babies.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a soap opera, to be fair.
It sounds it.
Yeah.
And the storyline that's worrying Julian is Mango's leg injury.
It looks like it's broken and totally useless.
Yes, which is horrific, and it's horrible watching her struggle.
I can see, I'm just watching her there climb up the bar. She's using a beacon, that
They
one...
do anyway,
but not using that at all.
No.
That's totally dangling and
Yeah,
useless.
it's a complete mess.
Right, well, what we can do, what we can try and do is anaesthetise her and amputate the leg.
Yes, if you think her quality of life will be OK afterwards.
Well, I mean, just watching her as she moves around there, she's clearly quite a lively little bird, isn't she?
She is. Well, she's
got a
only
lot of
young.
fight.
She's only
That's
about
what
a year
I was
old.
hoping, you know, because she's quite motivated to keep
Yeah,
going. So
definitely.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and take that off then
Yeah, please.
and
Yeah,
go from there.
yeah.
There's no chance that we can repair it.
No.
You know, the anaesthetic risks are reasonably
Yeah.
significant, but
Yeah.
it's a chance we've got to take, I think. Right, good. So, yeah, I'll give you a ring when we're done.
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's all about the quality of life. That's the main driving force for us. You know, it has to be the right thing for them, the right decision, so that they can live and be happy.
This is where the problems begin, I think, though, because in here is a bird who can fly. So I need to take it from there and put it into there. Does it bite? Whoa! Don't escape. That was easier than I thought. So now the surgery part. The biggest challenge really is the anaesthetic and whether or not she makes it through the surgery part.
Coming up,
What's this, Chief?
the many faces of farm work, from the frolics
Oh, look at that. You get some of that, lad.
to the fun
We've got a football there for a bit of entertainment.
and the fear,
Oh, sugar.
as big boy Cyril isn't playing ball.
Yep. Come me on, mate.
The Donaldson's vets have lots of well-established farm clients, like Carl Pogson,
Oh, you've got a whole litter of you.
There's a whole litter here.
Yeah.
who's especially proud of his new pigs.
They're all quite good porkers. This one here's a bit of a pet called Jeffrey. He rules the roofs. So what do you think, David? Do you think them's doing all right?
Ah, they're looking pretty good, aren't they? They've got a football there for a bit of entertainment.
They've got a football. They've got a room with a view. You see what's going on there. And just look at them big backsides that are there. Aren't they shaping up well then?
They're in good shape, definitely, yeah. You can always rely on Carl to have something different every time you come round, but they're doing well.
We always ask David advice, right, and just see what he thinks. In a minute now, they'll all settle down that corner at straw. They like fluffy straw. Game of football after dinner.
From the senior pro to a young apprentice. 16-year-old Jack is tending to his flock.
That's their lunch sorted. Farming is something that I've always been interested in from quite a young age. I'm at agricultural college in York, so I can kind of take that and use it here.
And Jack has already learned enough to know when he needs help. 2 weeks ago, when one of his ewes was struggling, he called Matt, who feared the worst.
Oh, I think they're both dead, I'm afraid.
But delivered a live lamb.
Oh, it's alive! Crikey, did not expect that. Blooming hell, miracle lamb,
Wow.
this one. You all right, Jack?
Hiya, Matt.
How you getting on?
Not bad, are you?
Good stuff, not bad, Tad, not bad. How's Mum doing? Is she all right?
Yes, Mum's made a full recovery and is happily grazing up there.
She's certainly not looking too bothered there, is she?
No, I think she's enjoying the sun, isn't she? So the first few days after Matt had been to help, we tried penning her up with a lamb, but unfortunately she didn't take it. So we've brought him home and he's become a bit of a pet lamb now, and we're feeding him 3 times a day.
Sometimes after a traumatic birth like that, it knocks one for 6 and she just doesn't know whether she's coming or going, and best you can do is try, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. So we milked 120 ml of colostrum from her and tubed him.
Right.
He's getting on all right,
Yeah?
I think, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Have we got a name now?
Yes, Billy.
Billy. Brilliant. And he's got a little pal as well.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
This is Willow.
Causing bother together.
Yeah, exactly. Chasing chickens, that's what they like.
Really?
Yeah.
They're certainly pair bonded, aren't they?
Yes.
What's this, Chief? What's this? What's this? Come on. Oh, look at that. You get some of that, lad. What a champion, eh? Traumatic start to the world and bouncing back. Strong as an ox, eh? That's it. Good lad. Good lad. To see him suckle like this and see him so strong is absolutely fantastic.
Well, these 2 will be staying out here for a bit longer, and then they will be going back home to their nice house.
So it's like a little playgroup, isn't it?
Yes.
With all the little lambs.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So I shall leave you to the rest of your babysitting.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers,
See you
Jack.
later.
See you later. It's been fantastic to come back, see Jack, see that Mum's doing well, and then little Billy's doing good as well. And it's even great to see he's got a little pal to get up to bother with. I think onwards and upwards for them both from here.
At the practice in Thirsk,
Oh, gosh, what a horrible leg.
Julian is in theatre with Mango, the badly injured parakeet.
It's broken there, look. It's broken in 2 places. It's really badly bruised, it's all right. There's a purple and horrible black even discoloration, so that's where the accident's been. And there is a chance if I can, do you think amputate it just across there? And hope for the best. That would be the quickest thing. The biggest challenge really is the anaesthetic and whether or not she makes it through the surgery. It's a stressful time for birds. There's a lot of anxiety that comes with coming to the vets. They're not used to being handled. The anaesthetic is definitely the biggest risk of today's procedure. I've just literally gone through at the site of the fracture. It's not the normal way of doing it. We'd normally go above the fracture site, but I think it's the quickest way to go, and I think it's the best chance that she'll have of surviving the anaesthetic. She's doing all right now. What I'm aiming for is to get this done and dusted and get her sitting up back on a perch as quickly as possible, because there's still a chance she might not make it. So this is a painkiller and some antibiotics to stop any infection. The next thing now, I reckon, I'm just gonna... She's all right, isn't she? Get her back in the house. Right then, come on, little bird. What I really want to do is when she does wake up, I want her to be back in the house. So if she's back in there, that's where she's used to being for now. It's essential that we can get the surgery done and the anaesthetic completed quickly and efficiently, and we've done that. Coming round. She's moving. Good. She's still feeling wobbly because of the anaesthetic. She's sitting in a food bowl, wondering what's happened. But I guess going forward, it's always a big risk with birds. You know, we talk about the anaesthetic risks. Those risks continue and sometimes escalate in the few hours post-surgery. But it was a horrible break that would have been really painful. So not doing anything was not an option.
While Julian crosses his fingers for the tiny parrot, across North Yorkshire, Peter has a date with Brian Hall's huge stock bull, Cyril.
30 odd years as Peter's been now a vet here. Yeah, we go back a long way, Peter and me.
Today, Peter has brought along new graduate Hannah to give her some sizable veterinary experience.
His feet are overgrown and he's quite worried about them. So we're coming today to trim them up. And Hannah has been used to doing cow's feet, where you can put them into a crush. Well, this is slightly different because there's no way you're going to get him into a crush and lift his feet up. So we're going to have to try and knock him down. And then we're going to use a rope as well, a technique called Ruff's method, which is very old. And I'm not sure whether you've seen it before, have you?
No.
Well, you see, when you're a dinosaur, you see, you're used to these techniques.
I was going to say, it's a bit out of my time frame.
No, don't be like that.
Sorry, Peter.
Right. So this is going to be what we're going to be using on our toenails, all right? It's fairly simple.
It's just a pedicure, really, isn't it?
A pedicure?
Pedicure?
Yes. Well, ladies
right.
know all about pedicures, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
And manicures. But we're doing
Don't
both.
look at my nails.
I've got a plan B if necessary, which is a longer rope.
Always need a plan B.
You do, don't you? And then if plan B doesn't work, what I have done, I made a massive cardinal mistake. You always have your car turned around ready for a quick getaway. Now, Brian.
No, Peter.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
As the saying goes, all the better for seeing you.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He's in here, Peter.
Right.
Is he going to be 700, 800 kilo?
I think it could be a little bit more than that,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think you're not far off at that.
He's a very big boy.
What we're going to try and do now is get this chap behind the gate to inject this sedative into his vein, and then we can use the rope to get him down to the ground.
Good lad.
If you stand still, me old mate. Yep. Come me on, mate. Go on. Good lad. Good boy.
Just watch you don't kick your Peter.
No. Right, never mind. Plan B.
Plan B.
You know what plan C is, don't you? Having that car turned around.
He's not playing ball with us, unfortunately, so Peter's just gone back to get some bigger needles so that we can sedate him intramuscularly.
Right. First bit done. Now that's the easy bit.
And although it's not long before Cyril's off his feet...
Oh, sugar.
Now Peter has to try and get to his feet.
We're not going to shift him, are we?
No.
Cyril couldn't have probably laid down in a worse place if he tried. Cyril.
Still to come,
Right, ropes and bits.
a high-pressure pedicure.
Right, we're working up against the clock now. We won't have long before Cyril is back with us. Cyril, not now, Cyril.
And probably the best house call in the world.
Here I am today, sadly, having to make a visit to a pub. All of crosses to bear.
So long as it's not last orders for Lexi.
I've come to see our patient. Hello, Lex.
At his old friend Brian's farm, Peter and newly qualified vet Hannah have a little problem with Big Cyril.
Go on, Cyril.
The bull who's not in position for his pedicure.
We can't get to his feet. We can't get to his feet at the moment. We need him onto his side.
Come on, big man. Come on.
I don't think we'll be shifting, man. Still bleeding. Careful, man, don't fall on you. Oh, careful. Right, let's get that rope on if I can.
Right, ropes and bits.
Right. So, at the back of his pezzel and in front of his testicles.
Come on, big lad.
We're not too bad at that. We're not too bad. We can just about work at that. Right, let's get to work on these feet. Right, we're working up against the clock now because we have so long before he's going to waken up. So what I'm doing, Anna, I'm visualising what a normal wall should look like. And we're pretty well back to it there. We're quite nice at that. So a little bit off there. But that is bloody good. Even though I say it myself. Right.
Which one now?
We'll do that bottom one now, Brian. Now this is where it gets a bit more tricky.
Tough job.
There's another soul under there, Brian.
Really tough job. Waiting to be subbed in.
That's better. Right, I'm going to leave that one at that. Good. This is where Miss Anna comes in. So I'll do this one.
Yeah.
Then you have a crack at the next one.
Okie dokie.
He's done the easy one.
Do you know, Anna, you'll learn this. You can't win with farmers. I've done that one. I want you to do that next one now.
Right.
So start at the toe.
Oh, God, that is hard work.
We don't do any bad language, Hannah. That's it. That's lovely. You're doing all right. You're doing very nicely.
Oh, that's come off there.
Perfect. That's a lovely shape. Hannah, I think you're a natural.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I think we'll leave that one at that. Right, one more.
One more.
We won't have long before Cyril is back with us.
Oh, movement.
Yeah. Pull on that rope. Cyril, not now, Cyril.
Right, I'll let you in there.
I'll
See
work
what
quickly on this.
So we're just on to our final foot, and Cyril is just starting to look as if he's going to get up now. So we're now definitely against the clock.
Cyril.
I think he might be getting back up.
Well done. I'll tell you what, I'll just say... Oh, Cyril. 5 more minutes, Cyril, less than that. That's all we asked. But no. Well, cows and bulls have 8 claws, and we've managed to trim 7 of them very nicely. We didn't quite get to that last claw to do. Cyril decided he'd had enough of his pedicure and he wanted to be up. And you can't argue with a chap this size. We've got the worst ones done, so I'm very happy with how it's gone.
And Peter's also happy with how well Hannah found her feet.
I think he did extremely well. I think her judgment was good, and I've thoroughly enjoyed working with it. So
Thank you.
We'll have to do it again, won't we?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. Have you enjoyed it?
Oh, I've absolutely loved it. Thank you very much for letting me come with you.
It's proper work, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to turn your muscles up, doesn't it?
I've got a 6-pack now.
All vets strive to help every patient they take into their care. But despite best efforts, they can't all be saved. At the practice in Thirsk, Julian amputated Mango the parakeet's badly broken leg. But the little bird struggled after surgery.
So not good news with poor little Mango. The surgery went really well. The anaesthetic was smooth and she was making a really good recovery. But sadly, just in the last few hours, she's actually passed away. The stress almost is a cumulative thing on the little body, and Mango's little heart obviously didn't survive the stress. We had to do something. It was either trying to fix the situation or put her down, and we did what we can, and it's upsetting, but I think at least we feel we've tried.
To help them get over their loss, Mango's owners, Anna and Tricia,
Friendly little thing, aren't you? You're lovely. Kiss, kiss.
at least have the company of her old friends.
We've rescued 23 of them. They've all come from, pretty much all of them, from captivity in tiny cages. It's like being a parent. It is. It's a classroom and a parent and a soap opera, and yeah, keeps us busy.
Yeah. It is very sad that, you know, Mango's gone. You know, she was so lovely. After what happened with her leg, either way, she would have died. So I'm glad we took that chance, even if it didn't work, and we gave her every single opportunity possible.
Whenever you lose anything, there's a little part of you that goes with them, and it's one little less soul flying around, which leaves a gap. But, you know, hopefully she's in a better place and flying free.
Although there are sad times, there are plenty of nice jobs for a Yorkshire vet. And today, Peter's making a house call. A public house call.
I've come to see a patient called Lexi, who a short time ago sadly had to remove her eye. So I've come today to take the stitches out. Claudia, the owner, she lives in a pub, and it's an ideal opportunity really for me to do a home visit rather than see her at the clinic. So here I am today, sadly having to make a visit to a pub. But never mind, we've all of crosses to bear. Morning.
Good morning.
I've come to see our patient. Hello, Lex. Are you? Are you happier? Well, that looks as if it's healed quite nicely, doesn't it? Because we do those stitches out, aren't we, Lex? Hey? We do those stitches out. How are you doing? Oh, that's healed nicely, hasn't it? That's healed very nicely. Shall we take those stitches out, because they'll be irritating you a bit? Good girl. You don't see many miserable pub dogs?
No.
I better put my glasses on for this.
Food.
I'm sorry, I know. He's a miserable devil.
You're a typical Labrador, aren't you? I usually get pork scratchings when I'm here, Peter. That's what she says.
Good girl. That's one.
Good girl.
This is looking great now. Absolutely great. Two. You've been a good little baby, aren't you? You are. Last one.
Good.
There now, Lex. There.
Better.
Has she seemed happier in herself?
Much happier.
Yeah.
Honestly, running about, even at night, she's, you know, actually running with the other dogs, quite happy.
I knew it blew up very suddenly at the end. Without anybody being aware, I think it would have probably been giving her some low-grade pain for some time.
Yeah.
And now, you know, all that pain's gone.
Yeah.
So she's thinking, yippee,
No,
let's
she's-
enjoy life.
Honestly, like a new lease of life. She's been so much happier.
Well, that's lovely. Isn't it, Lex?
Different dog, completely.
Excellent.
And although it's a bit too early for a pint,
Cup of tea and a bacon sarnie?
Well, that was rather nice.
for a job well done, sometimes it's a Yorkshire vet who gets a treat.
Here we go.
Oh, lovely, thank you, Claudia. How lovely. Excellent.
I'll grab some cutlery.
Oh, I think I can manage without. One of the perks of being a country vet, of which there are many, somebody has to do it.
The Yorkshire Vet's back new next Tuesday at 8. Escape on a nostalgic trip through the Peak District on board one of the world's most scenic railway journeys, new at 8 on Friday. And tonight, our 3-part investigation into flight MH370 continues with The Silence. Brand new next.